Alrighty, y'all. Hello and welcome back. We're going to be looking at some classic Euro trucks. As you know, I've looked at mostly newer ones. I'm super fascinated by it, and we've started to dip into some older ones only very recently. So it's just sparked by getting a lot of magazines and cool catalogs from you guys in mail time, and it really got me thinking. Like, there's a whole world out there to explore, especially over the years. I figured classic trucks, 70s, 80s, and then of course we can go even older in Europe would be super fascinating to me. So I found this video, Trucking History Looking Back. These are mostly 70s and 80s trucks, and this is from a channel called Trucking History in my diecast collection. It'll be linked down below. This is a nice long video. We will look at parts of it, and of course you can view the whole thing with that link down there. Of course, browse our channel. So with that being said, let's just jump straight into it. This should be from around various parts of Europe, I believe. And maybe you can, shout out if you got to drive any of these, if you knew someone that worked for one of these companies or something. It should be kind of fun to look back, as well as just for me seeing these old trucks would be just awesome. We're going to have it muted because there's a lot of music playing, so I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. But let's just go ahead and take a look. I might put some, calm music in the background in post, I'm not sure. But starting out with some Scanias, dude. These things are awesome. Look at this, Leyland DAF. Now that's interesting because I know DAF trucks, right? Especially the newer ones. And then I'm starting to learn about that brand, like British Leyland or something. Were they working together at one point? Maybe. Look at these Scanias, dude. Scanias had an iconic look even back then. First of all, they had that same logo, like that very bold text, right? It's very iconic. It's very recognizable. And of course, these look different than a 2023 or 24 Scania, but they still somehow look like a Scania. I know it sounds weird. I don't know. I feel like, I guess they have that. They've just always been unique. And they have a good presence, right? Look at that. That's awesome. Of course, they look good in any color. These are Scania 112Ms. These are old 143M. I bet these sound awesome, though. Look at this DAF. Whoa, that looks hella old. Dude, how freaking cool. Let me lower this a little bit. Oh, look at the old Mercedes. Yo. Hold up. That thing is clean, dude. And you know what's cool is these are old pictures. It's not like a show where we're looking at restored versions of these or something. Like, nah, these are actually, I think most of these are older pictures. This is really cool. Mercedes is so fascinating as well. To me, it seems like they make absolutely everything. It's crazy. There's a MAN. Damn. Look at that. McCullough, Ireland. A lot of these look like they're UK. It's supposed to be all of Europe. I'm sure we'll see some sprinkled in. I think a lot of these look like, Ireland. And then, of course, different parts of the UK as well. But yeah, a lot of it looks like UK, like Scotland, England. And then, of course, separately, like Ireland, same, similar area, at least. I know Ireland's not UK, but you know what I mean. Mercedes. Is that a Ford? I don't know. Grainy picture. Here we go. Finally a Volvo. That's pretty neat, dude. They still had that iconic grill, right? The slash in the grill. Dude. That one looks hella old. Like, how old is that? That thing is cool, dude. Why do I love retro paint schemes too, where you had like these light colors and then the orange and yellow like stripes like that? Dude, that should make a comeback on some trucks. That'd be kind of cool, man. That's a hella old Volvo, I think. Wow. How freaking cool, dude. Fiat. Oh my God. Oh, I forgot about them. They make some crazy trucks as well. Especially from back then. Do we have a Veco in this video? I wonder. Ooh, that is a badass picture, dude. Look at those twin Scanias and the mountains. Where is this? I mean, I know there are parts of the UK and parts of Ireland that look gorgeous, and there's definitely mountains even north, like up in Scotland and stuff. I'm gonna assume this is actually mainland Europe, right? This has got to be maybe like southern Germany or Austria, Switzerland, maybe. I don't know. Those look pretty damn big. They're snow capped. Looks absolutely gorgeous, man. What was trucking like back then, too, compared to now? Right? I feel like now it's still, obviously, it's an extremely important job. But I feel like it's not easy by any means. I feel like it was way harder back then. Is that fair to say? Look at this, by the way. This is back when we used to have cabovers, right? A long time ago in the U.S. Because if I'm not, mistaken, that looks like a Kenworth logo, right? So this is interesting to see. I'm sure it's not common, but you guys probably maybe still have, but at least maybe back then, had a few, like a minimal amount of American trucks sprinkled in. Is that fair to assume? Because this is definitely like a Euro plate. I don't think this was in the US by mistake. I think this is definitely in Europe. But yeah, that would have been like we would have had Kenworths back then in the early 80s, late 70s that were Cabover. Of course, we just don't anymore, right? But that's pretty cool to see. Still a different style, though. Still looks different somehow than a lot of these actual, Euro trucks. Nice, clean, white Volvo. That looks really nice for the time. Damn. I wish we could hear these, dude. How perfect would that be if we could hear these? Take off a little bit, get the revs up. Damn, another beautiful picture. Oh my God, that's bonus points. Anyone tell me where some of these pictures were taken? This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the clouds beneath the peaks of these mountains. Holy smokes. Talk about a high elevation area. I never even thought about that. Trucking in high elevations, like if you're going through the Alps, that's got to be interesting as well, because engines make a lot less power in high elevations. Now, of course, most of these trucks, although I don't know back then, I would assume a lot of these trucks were still like turbocharged, right? I know in high elevations, you pretty much want to have forced induction to help. That helps kind of negate that power loss versus an NA engine, right? Another beautiful area. Wow. Something cool about old pictures, man. It's a tall MAN unit. Look at these Scanias. AMG Interfreight. Interesting. That's a DAF. Same company, though. Very cool. There's a Ford. Holy smokes. So again, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, we don't have the Ford semis here, the Ford semi trucks. We do have Sterling, but they're not too common either. Sterling is basically like the Ford industrial company. I don't know why they separate them here, but then overseas it's just Ford for the big industrial trucks. Very interesting. But it's just funny to me seeing that, because that's something I never see. Whoa, what was that? Hold up. What was this car? It's kind of cool. Funny looking at all the cars. That's a Shell. Looks like a Shell gas station. Which, by the way, I learned recently is not American. I wrongly, just like, for no reason, like I guess an American. I assumed it was an American company, but it's not. It's kind of confusing now. It said it was a British company, but it was like based in the Netherlands or started there or something. I'm not sure. But either way, it's European and not American. Look at those. Okay, we have some cool trucks here. Look at all the paint schemes, dude. Love that black, orange, and, well, black, orange, and dark orange. Or red, orange, maybe. The yellow truck, kind of like, it's kind of a cool red, white, and blue truck. White and green. It's just kind of just a cool picture. Cool collage of vehicles. Look at that. Everyone working on their trucks. Hell yeah. Whoa, where is this? What is this? Is that like a pyramid? Okay, someone's got to tell me where this is. I hope someone knows. That is cool. It's got grass and plants on it. I don't know what that is. I feel out of the loop. Look at this old Mack truck overseas. No way. See, how's that work? Were they imported, or were there just some American trucks over there? Isn't Mack in the same like conglomerate of companies as is it MAN or DAF? I can't remember. I think it's MAN, right? And Mack, and there's some other companies in there. I'm not sure. ERF Turbo. Now that's one I don't know about at all. Great Britain, Low. Here's Low again. What is this thing? That's kind of a cool truck. The older DAFs go hard, man. That thing, they just look tough. Of course, the Volvos. I always love those. Volvos and Scanias, I mean, you can never go wrong. Ever. Any era. Doesn't matter. They've been kicking ass for a long time. There's a DAF, red and green. It's kind of cool. There's some old Fords. Beautiful mountains again. Good God, man. Where are these at? It's kind of a weird looking Mercedes. A Mercedes-Benz. That's maybe really old. Maybe is that like a 70s Mercedes? Got the guy hanging out for the pick. What is this? A Roman diesel. Kind of a basic looking truck. Never heard of that one either. I can't tell what flags are back here, so I'm not sure where this was. See, now we're getting into the trucks that I don't know anything about. What is that? I can't see because some of these are obviously old, so the res isn't the best. Wow, Atkins International. Is that a Mack or no? It's MAN. See that similar logo? I think MAN and Mack are related for sure. Then, for sure. Look at this one's cool. What is? How do you pronounce that? Is that Pauline or Polian? Maybe Polian. Yeah. Obviously looks to be a UK company. Specialized transport. Again with that Leyland DAF. That's a sharp looking truck though. That's a very sharp looking package here. Color scheme, trailer truck combo, looks good. Here's another mountainous region. We have a Volvo. Look at this old Shell gas station again. You know, if these are 80s and 70s, unless maybe some of these picks are slightly newer, right? Which that very well might be the case. But if we're talking even 90s or 80s, this like this sign, right? The signage for the Shell fuel station looks really modern. You know, so maybe this was taken in 2015 and we don't know. But I mean, it kind of looks like an older picture. There's a super old one now. I'm pretty sure this is old. We also randomly have the Michelin Man just chilling on the bumper. That is hilarious. Of a DAF, by the way. Wow. That's crazy. Here's a very colorful Mercedes-Benz. Huh. Well, that was a good, I think I'm going to end it there. That was like a really good variety. And there's tons that we didn't see in here. So, of course, it'll be linked down below. Make sure to check out that original video. Dude, there's something satisfying about these old trucks, man. It's really cool to see all the different color schemes, the retro kind of, you know, paint schemes and all that. Of course, the different companies, like some of these companies I'm sure aren't around anymore. And some of them very well might be. So, I mean, if you know that kind of stuff, would like to share, maybe saw something you recognize, you know, definitely let me know. This was fun. This was fun. We'll definitely build off this. I love these old trucks. These old Euro trucks go hard. Definitely a surprise seeing a couple like American style trucks in there. So if you want to elaborate on if those were few and far between in Europe, or if those were maybe just imported for some reason, or maybe those pictures were from the US and they got in here by accident. I'm not sure. but I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, this was super cool, man. I do appreciate you watching. I can't wait to see you in the comments. And I'm going to keep looking through those magazines I got and try and build upon that for some videos as well. It is super fascinating for me, seeing all these different Euro trucks and the companies and the different fleets from some of these companies and you know, their logo and colors. It's really fun, dude. I enjoy it a lot. But I guess for now, that's going to be it for this one. So my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. And until next time, y'all. Catch you later.